Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be discussing Tumblr in reaction to Charles Manson. I know that we have discussed the true crime community, but I did think that this was kind of an interesting case study because this isn't a killer that died ages ago. Like, he literally just died a couple days ago, so I thought it'd be interesting to see what some of the Tumblrites are saying. However, before we get into that, let's look at today's fan art. Okay, so this is today's fan art. Thank you so much for this. I love what the t-shirt says. I love the eyes, and I like that they're left blank because they kind of make me think of like a demon or a spirit or something. So I really like this drawing. Thank you so much. I love the style of it. I will be linking the artist in the description as usual, and let's get on with the video. Also, side note, if you're on Twitter, you're gonna know that a hair dye is coming. And it might be a huge failure, so whatever. If you're not following me on Twitter, though, you should, because I'm gonna start like asking you guys there for videos, like if you want to give me your input, so sorry for the plug. Okay, so let me just start off with this preface because every time someone comments this, I know these people exist outside of Tumblr. This happens to be a case study about Tumblr. Why do I use Tumblr? Because I've been on Tumblr since I was like 13, which means I've been on Tumblr for more than 10 years, so that's the one I feel the most comfortable talking about because I don't really use Reddit. I might do that at one point. Anyways, there were a lot of people who were level-headed and were saying that it's great that Charles Manson is dead and that he's a horrible person, blah blah blah. So those people were there. However, there was an equal amount of people who were weird. So we're gonna talk about the weird people. Here we have one post where there's a question that says, Charles Manson got the easy way out by dying. And this person answered, what the hell are you talking about? First of all, he spent almost 50 years in prison for murders that he didn't even actually commit. Second of all, he was obviously very sick towards the end with internal bleeding. It's not like he just passed away peacefully in his sleep. So, you know, before we talk about this, let's just get like a memory refresher on who Charles Manson was, okay? So he was a cult leader. He had the Manson family. That was like a weird commune type thing in the late 1960s. I'm reading this, so yeah. So his followers committed a series of 9 murders at 4 different locations. He was found guilty of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder for the deaths of 7 people, including the actress Sharon Tate, all of which were carried out at his instruction by members of the group. Manson was also convicted of first-degree murder for 2 other deaths. Okay, so clearly a great guy. Here we have one, which I think is kind of funny, but in the context of this person's blog, I stopped thinking it was funny because this person is actually serious, and it says, rest in peace, Charles Manson, a man of grace and wisdom, and then under there's a picture saying, I gotta take a shit, excuse me. So it's kind of funny because obviously this isn't like very refined behavior, but the person's blog does really idolize serial killers, so I was just kind of like, oh, okay. So here there is a post that says, anti-TCC. I love how true crime community blogs honor the sanctity of life and victims by wishing the true crime community would kill itself and go die, while simultaneously saying all life should be protected and anyone who idolizes murder is disgusting. So I can see why this would seem hypocritical. The thing is that there is a different standard. When anti-TCC people are saying that life is, you know, sacred and that victims of these murders shouldn't have been victims, they're talking about people who did nothing wrong. I mean, they're talking about people who did not deserve to die. On the other hand, the standard is different when we're talking about people who go out and kill other people and act like gods, okay? That's not okay. So the reason that they talk about the sanctity of life is because some people don't go around murdering people. If you don't care about the sanctity of life, like these murders, like Charles Manson, we're not going to care about the sanctity of your life. Does that make sense? I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's kind of like if someone shoots a family member of yours in the head, are you going to care about the sanctity of their life? No, because they didn't care about the sanctity of the life of someone else. I ended up saying sanctity, sorry. So here we have another one. So it's a picture, rest in peace, Charles Manson. Oh, he was born the same year as my grandpa. Anyways, Charles Manson, November 12th to November 20th, whatever. Rest in peace, you'll be missed. I mean, I could say that most people won't miss him, and in fact are probably popping a bottle right now. Anyways, thankfully, when I looked in the notes, I saw a lot of people reblogging it saying, what the fuck, so that's good. But yeah, this whole flower crown editing, I mean, do you remember that he was like, aside from a murder, he was like a Nazi? Like, as if that's not bad enough that he's a murderer. There are plenty of other things that are super fucked up about him. I also found an article on The Independent UK, and I'll link it below, but it's saying how neo-Nazis are hailing Charles Manson as a visionary leader, okay? So true crime community, you're pretty much aligning yourself with these people because you both look up to him, fine for different reasons, but still, you probably will agree on a lot of things. And if you find yourself agreeing on a lot of things with neo-Nazis who think a serial killer was a great person, maybe it's time to chill. Here there was a description of a blog, and it says, that side of the TCC, sometimes I'm informal, other times I make memes and shitposts, you never know. Queen of controversy, no, I don't glorify serial killers, only mass murderers. Well, aren't you the edgelord of the internet? I don't know, this just hits me as like trying really hard. You know, like how there's some people who try really hard to be like those gamer girls because guys find them attractive or whatever, and it's just kind of like, you don't have to try hard. Either you game or you don't, and either way it doesn't really change anything about you. Here it just seems like she's trying to be like that cool, edgy, whatever. No. No. And also, no. Here we have, in memory of Charles Manson, it says, today is a sad day for the true crime community. It saddens me to say that Charles Manson has passed away. He was a great musician and composer, but Charles will remain alive in our memory as long as we remember him. He did not have an easy life, so I hope he has a better life wherever he is. Rest in peace. I've made a video as tribute. It's the least I can do for him. So, whatever. He didn't have an easy life. Okay, cool. Even if I give you that, though, you know who didn't have easy lives? The people that died because of him. So, killing a pregnant woman, like, of all the things, ugh. Anyways, then the fact that you say, I made a video as tribute, it's the least I can do for him. What makes you think that if he were alive and out, he wouldn't try to kill you? Like, what makes you think that you are superior to the other human beings he killed? Or, like, that he told his minions to kill? What makes you think you're the exception? It's kind of the same thing with Hitler, where I see people who Hitler would have gotten killed in a second, who say, oh yeah, Heil Hitler, whatever, and it's like, bitch, you would have been dead. Here we have another profile, and it says, Charles Manson is bae. And at first I thought like, oh haha, this is a joke or whatever, and it's not. And there's, the profile picture of this person is Charles Manson, and then above it there was also a GIF of Charles Manson, so okay, I guess. Here we have a painting of Manson, and it says, adios, Uncle Charlie. You're now in the great acid trip in the sky. Stay witchy. Then under it says, rest in peace, Charlie Manson, true crime icon. See, I have an issue with the use of the term icon because this person clearly, you know, likes Charles Manson to some degree, whatever the degree is, but using the term icon is just disgusting because icon has a lot of implications and none of them are particularly negative, especially because this is a painting. And you know, icons also mean a painting of Jesus Christ or holy figures or whatever, so that was a weird thing. I don't know if they did that on purpose. And while the definition of icon is a person or thing regarded as representative symbol of something, I do feel like it has a kind of more positive connotation. I don't know, that might just be my own bias though. Clearly this person does like Manson though. Okay, so here there's another post and it says, look, I'm not going to pretend that Charles Manson was a perfect person, but honestly, fuck you if you celebrate anyone's death, even his. There are a lot of people who admire him, even if it's just because he was so psychologically twisted that he presented an unprecedented psyche to the intellectual world as a whole. Say what you will about him, but he contributed hugely to the history of this world, and his loss is a devastating blow to all of us, whether you like it or not. And I'm just kidding, but this is totally something that someone on this hell site would say. I love this post. I had to put in something a little funnier because that's exactly what someone on this hell site would say. Props to that person. So here we have another one that says, "Rest in peace, Charlie, you will be missed. Hashtag sad day today." Who's missing him apart from you nut jobs that are obsessed with serial killers thinking that you'd be the exception? No, okay? No. Okay, last post. I'm not sure if y'all heard, but Charles Manson died last night. 83 is still a good age to make it to, but it's still sad to hear. I was even planning on writing him. I guess it's too late for that. Rest in peace, Charles Manson, 1934 to 2017. So at least this one doesn't seem to be overly like, oh my god, he was a good person, boo-hoo. But still, the person's sad, wanted to write to him, so it would indicate that this person is in favor of Charles Manson. And you know, I really don't understand this phenomenon. And you know, like, I can understand that the bad boy thing has always been a thing, but at the same time, there is a difference between being a bad boy who's like a high school jock who's just a jerk, and then the one who like goes out and kills people or makes a little cult and tells them to kill people and has sex with underage girls. Like, there is so much of wrong with him that I can't even begin to list it, because otherwise we're gonna be here until tomorrow morning. But I'm just so dumbfounded at how people are so willing to make excuses for people who shouldn't have excuses. And this goes back to our topic of acceptance, that this whole thing of like, you should try and be more understanding. And it's like, there's some things we're not supposed to be understanding about because we have morals, we have laws, we have a system in place. If we accept everything, it's over. And the thing is, people saying that he should be accepted or at least appreciated, it's just, no, he does not have to be any of that. He doesn't deserve any respect whatsoever. Anyways, you guys, I'm not trying to say that all the true crime communities like this. There were plenty of people that were answering saying, hey, I'm part of the true crime community, don't lump me in with this shit or whatever. And I know that some people are just genuinely interested in crime, not like obsessed with the killers, but these are just people who are, so trust, I know the difference. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.